After more than a year of intense debate in Washington and throughout the country, President Obama's health care reform plan was signed into law this week. While not all aspects of this program are clear yet, one thing is unmistakable. Once this legislation is implemented, Americans will have less individual liberty than they did before. With the government dictating what kind of care insurance companies can provide and at what price, consumer choice will become a meaningless phrase. With Americans forced into buying health insurance, the freedom to choose how to spend your hard-earned money will be sacrificed to politicians' need to buy off insurance companies. And with Washington dictating rules to doctors, Congress will have created a system that will make Americans long for the days of uptight insurance companies. These are the principled, moral reasons to be opposed to Obamacare. But let's not overlook the practical reasons, too. Liberals have made yet another promise that they can't keep. Just as Social Security and Medicare grew out of a combination of good intentions and economic illiteracy, the new health care entitlement is only hastening the day when America can no longer fulfill its destiny as an exceptional nation. The trillions of dollars that will be spent on Obamacare will only put the country further in the red. And when the inevitable day comes when we can no longer pay our bills, the entire nation will suffer. Money will be pulled from our men and women in uniform, weakening our ability to defend freedom. Our entitlement systems will run dry, and we will see the country sink into the league of ordinary nations. But we're losing more than prestige. In fact, we're sacrificing America's character. We're throwing up our hands and saying that everyday Americans can't take care of themselves, that they need bureaucrats and politicians to solve all their problems, even though every lesson of history tells us that such plans never work. More importantly, we're sacrificing fundamental liberties, and the record of recovering those God-given freedoms once they've been abandoned isn't good. As we head into the brave new world of Obamacare, we should remember the words of Ronald Reagan. Our 40th president said, "Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same, or one day we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States where men were free." In the days ahead, let us make sure that we are not the generation that has to deliver that message. That's this week's Freedom Minute.